So with all this tomatoes here, we figured we'll make some sauce. This will come from tomatoes that are sitting on your counter.
Right.
That you did not get to while they were fresh.
Like bananas.
Like banana bread. So this is the banana bread of tomatoes, okay? Have you ever made a fresh tomato sauce?
No, I've never personally made one.
Okay, so I am very simple in my homemade sauce.
Yes.
I've got 2 shallots,
Yep.
2 cloves of garlic.
Yep.
Don't want this to burn, so we're just going to give it a quick stir. So this is starting to go,
Yep.
so I don't want to let that get too bad. So
Right.
now all I'm doing is I'm taking my tomatoes
Yep.
and I'm gonna face them face down.
Right.
Okay, I'm not picky about which ones yet. We don't need a lot, so that's it. So we're just gonna let that now sit on top there. Some people think, like my wife always is like, you need to cut them up more, the tomatoes. But I actually like the surface being bigger because you get like a little bit of like a caramel if you leave them, like a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah, I like
So I'm gonna
that.
leave them like that for a while before I
like
actually
that.
move them. So now what I'm doing is I'm just squishing it down with the back of the wooden spoon just to get a little bit of the pulp going now. So the only thing I'm gonna do or take out of this sauce is going to be the hard part of with the stem. And that's only on the Roma tomato because the Roma tomato had that hard middle. This is like a 4-ingredient sauce, guys. That's all it is. A little bit of basil, fresh basil. And at the same time, we're gonna make our pasta.
Salt that water.
Yes, people, I know it's a lot of salt, blah, 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 blah. 10 minutes on the pasta. So it's gotta reboil and then 10 minutes. And always stir your pasta once you put it in because that initial heat will start to cook it and soften it. And if they don't get stirred, it'll actually stick to the pasta beside it. So always stir your pasta, especially right after it hits the water and a couple of times in the first few minutes. Regate. I don't know what the exact translation is, but it means this pasta has lines on it. Those lines are there to trap goodness sauce, okay? This pasta here that we're cooking with is a pennolini, I think is what it's called. Pennoni, thank you. And you'll notice that it has no lines on it, which means that the sauce is gonna slide off it a little bit. For my fresh sauce today, I decided I wanted that type of texture. So you should actually think of the texture experience you want with your sauce based on which cut of pasta you pick. That's why there's so many of them.
Don't you want it al dente?
I want it al dente. So a little bit of that pasta water with the starch in it is just gonna loosen this up a little bit, and it's just going to make sure that we get nice coverage on the sauce. Okay, come on, Mom.
I'm working on it.
Okay, you're making a mess everywhere. There's water going everywhere.
What?
You ready for me to plate?
Wow, that looks really good.
What are these little bowls? Mallory, my sous chef?
Yes.
A little bit of basil, fresh basil.
Yes, right here, sure.
And we are gonna do a little bit of a hit of Parmigiano Reggiano. I didn't taste this. I'm like my mom, Rosalia. I don't have to taste it. I know it's good. See, I'm happy.
It was delicious.
So what's the learning today?
Keep it simple.
Yep.
Fresh.
Yep. Use the ingredients you already have. Don't throw them down the garburator. Don't throw them in the organic bin.
No.
Make a sauce.
Banana bread.
Banana bread. This is the banana bread of tomatoes.
I love it.
And if you don't have fresh tomatoes and you still want to do it, you got the canned and just eat.
Enjoy.
Till next time.